The following program is recommended for general viewing.
RPN Leading the Way presents Living in Paradise. The special is brought to you in part by Philippine Airlines, LG, Hotel Intercontinental, and Philippine Star, in cooperation with the Korean National Tourism Organization and the Embassy of Korea.
Korea. Cherishes the old and embraces the new. A people whose friendly manner warms the soul. Korea, the ancient kingdom where wonderful new adventures await.
Welcome to fascinating Korea, the land of the morning calm, the light of the East, the country of courtesy. These are some of the names by which Korea has been known, and the last reflecting how the Korean people respect the elders and their neighbors.
Hi, I'm Cathy Santillan, and you're about to discover the ancient Orient and mysteries of Seoul, South Korea. But before we take you on location, we'll tell you first about the winner of the Lucky Viewer portion of Philippine Airlines Australia promo, Manila-Brisbane-Manila Raffle Draw. With me is Ms. Tessie Mora, Program Operations Manager of RPN9, to draw and announce the winners.
Thank you, Cathy, and good evening to all our televiewers. Tonight's Lucky Viewer will be entitled to 2 free tickets for Manila-Brisbane-Manila, courtesy of Philippine Airlines, Asia's Sunniest. While Cathy reads the question, I will draw the lucky winner.
Okay, and this is the question. How many times a week does Philippine Airlines fly to Australia? How many times a week does Philippine Airlines fly to Australia?
Okay, what is the correct answer, Cathy?
The correct answer is 6 times a week. What do we have there?
Yes, we have 6 times a week. A weekly PAL flight to Australia, courtesy of Maria Elena A. Pinto, 444 Medición 2D Imus Cavite. Congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations to Miss Elena or Maria Elena A. Pinto of Imus Cavite. You have won 2 free tickets, right?
2 free tickets.
Manila, Brisbane, Manila.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to our winner. And don't go away as we take you to the mystical land of Korea with my dashing co-host, Mr. Jose Respall. And of course, our production crew, to the courtesy of Philippine Airlines and Hotel Intercontinental in Seoul. Korea has a population of 43 million. The city of Seoul has 11 million. It is quite spread out. So for a visitor coming over here, you will need the help of the Korean National Tourism Organization. And with me today is Mr. Jae Kyun Choi, Director of the Overseas Publicity Department. Welcome to the show, Living in Paradise, Mr. Choi.
Nice to meet you, Cathy.
Mr. Choi, what is it exactly that the Korean National Tourism Organization does?
Yes, Korea National Tourism Organization for foreigners, foreign visitors, like as the Filipinos. We give services, especially for tourism concerned information, as well the business information as well. So we are ready for serve everything tourism concerned and the business concerned. And we have a nice information center in the airport and the downtown area and overseas offices. So everybody pick up information at the airport information center and downtown area information center. Cathy, that's what we KNTO does. We invite all the Filipinos, whoever the Filipinos, businessmen or tourists. So we are always ready for serve to Filipinos. We have 4 seasons. Korea has 4 seasons and 4 senses. We welcome you anytime, anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Choi.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, a personal invitation from no less than Mr. Choi himself of the Korean National Tourism Organization. So we'll see you here in Seoul sooner than you think.
Korea. Discover the mystery. It's everywhere, as far as you reach. Touch the spirit. Korea.
Daniel Debaye. He is the Senior Vice President for Operations for Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts for the Asia-Pacific region. Hello, Mr. Debaye, and welcome to Living in Paradise.
Good morning.
I would want you to tell us about your experiences And to you, what is the difference with being here in Seoul and the other Asian cities that you've been to?
What makes it interesting for me to be in Asia Pacific is that I've seen so many different cultures. I have from there gone to Thailand, Bangkok, and from Bangkok then to Indonesia, Singapore, and now in Seoul. I've opened 3 consecutive hotels in an opening, and what makes it even more interesting is that you are starting from scratch and being able to start an operation by hiring your staff and by putting a team together. Mm-hmm. I came to Seoul, Korea roughly about a year ago, just over a year, as the regional vice president. Well, I think that the Korean people in general are very methodical, very disciplined in their working environment. They have a very long culture going back to 4, even 5,000 years ago. And that's what's very interesting. And the nature of the Koreans are very warm in themselves. When I say warm, is that you might not see it as evidence when you meet them. Yeah. But as you get to know them and the trust, I think you get to like them very much.
What unique services can your hotel offer the general public?
I must say within our group, Seoul Intercontinental has become a very innovative hotel and operation. We've just completed quite an extensive renovation program, which goes from the rooms to restaurants. We've just started a new concept, which is called the business rooms, which I hope you will see. The business rooms, why we went into that is that we studied the trend of our international traveler and asked them exactly what they wanted. And our international traveler have found coming to our hotel asking for different facilities. So we're providing minibar free of charge, local phone calls. In the rooms they have access to the internet directly with remote control. They do receive as well free coffee making facilities, breakfast, all the nitty-gritties of the frills of an international traveler that he's requesting. And then we have our club floors, which is also an upgraded accommodation for our international traveler, which allows them, of course, to enjoy services that pampers them during their stay.
Mm-hmm. Well, that wraps up our conversation with Mr. Daniel Debaye, Senior Vice President for Operations for Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts in the Asia Pacific region. And if you want to know, he has just won and is the recipient of the award for Best General Manager for 1996-1997.
Several of the ancient walls still stand, silent reminders of a colorful past.
This is the Korean folk village. It features the traditional rural way of life here in Korea. It is located in Yongin, Gyeonggi Province. It can be reached by bus in less than 1 hour. It reenacts ancient Korean folk life. The village was erected in 1973 and now includes aspects of almost everything uniquely Korean from days gone by. The folk village is a living museum that recreates the lifestyle of several centuries ago. There are potters, weavers, blacksmiths, and other craftsmen who practice their trades in traditional fashion, as well as 250 traditional homes and a small amphitheater for music and folk dances.
Okay, we're at the Korean folk village here in Korea. It's located just about 41 kilometers from Seoul. Here, it's a 243-acre village with about 260 natural houses with about 3,000 household items. And with me are some of the Korean kids that regularly visit here. And their names are, what's your name? Boisong. Lamiano. And you should make an effort to come over here. Look at them, they're all over the place. It's similar to the Leon Filipino.
In the village square, tightrope walkers, wedding or funeral processions, kite flying contests, and folk dance troupes are seen regularly. RPN9 was at the official residence of His Excellency Chang Chong-Lee, the outgoing ambassador of the Republic of Korea to the Philippines, during his farewell dinner. We asked him about Philippine-Korean relations.
Traditional relationship between Seoul and Manila remains very, very cordial since your participation in the Korean War, where you fought against communist aggressors. There are still many people who vividly remember the 1950-53 war, which victimized nearly 3.5 million people. And according to a recent article, the Philippines made an excellent investment in the early 50s in Korea, and now we are reaping fruits, and bilateral relations remain excellent. Korea is your important trading partner, and the Korean investors in the Philippines are employing nearly 50,000 Filipinos. And you have also many Korean students in this country. Also, you have OGWs in Korea. Yes, and there are many daily flights, more than 4 daily direct flights between my capital and your capital. And we are geographically very close, and ideologically we are also brothers.
Well, it's an exciting destination to be in. This special edition of Living in Paradise, we are featuring Seoul, South Korea. And once you've departed from Gimpo International Airport, you'll see one of the major powerhouse economies here in South Korea, and their name is LG. LG are the makers of quality home appliances and electrical products, and other diversified businesses.
By innovating new technologies, executing revolutionary concepts, and applying breakthrough ideas, LG Collins is one of the fastest growing appliance companies in the Philippines, both in local and export sales. Today, LG Collins enjoys a worldwide reputation as one of the country's top exporter of world-class quality electronics. TV sets, air conditioning units, refrigerators, audio-video equipment, washing machines are among the quality products that LG Collins manufacture. Face of the future. Welcome back to Living in Paradise. Let me take you now to a candid interview between Cathy Santillan and Tom Meyer, the resident manager of Hotel Intercontinental Manila.
With me this evening is a very special guest from the Hotel Intercontinental Manila. He is Mr. Thomas Andrew Meyer, resident manager. Tom, welcome to Living in Paradise. Well, for your information, Tom is 34 years old and has a very interesting resume. I was reading last night that you went to school in Cambridge and Oxford?
Yes, in England, yes.
Yes, and with regards to your hotel career, you started off as a waiter, cashier, and worked your way up to resident manager.
That's right.
So Tom, tell me, what is new at Hotel Intercontinental Manila?
Well, Cathy, we've just launched business rooms. Business rooms are now starting out here in the area. We've actually renovated 38 rooms. Of these 38 rooms, one of the key facilities is the direct dial inlines. So we have 3 telephone lines going into every single room. At the same time, we also have a fax copier, scanner, printer unit in every single room. So the business rooms are directed towards the business travelers coming through.
So prior to the business rooms, what did you have in Intercon?
What we used to have, or at least we still have, is our Club Intercontinental product. And the difference really between the two is Club Intercontinental is a hotel within a hotel. And based on that, you have your own check-in area, you have your own check-out area, you have breakfast in the same area, you have cocktails in the same area, and that's all included in the price of the room. And the business floor has a totally separate market.
We heard about similarities and differences between Hotel Intercontinental Seoul and Manila. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, first of all, both of the properties were real pioneers in their markets. They were forerunners of the luxury hotel industry in both Korea and the Philippines. Obviously, here in the Philippines, the Intercon Manila has a long, long history, having started back in 1969. Korea's history is not so long, but it hasn't been as open as the Philippines has for such a long time. So both of them were real pioneers in their markets. That doesn't mean to say that they've stayed behind. They've certainly developed in their marketing strategy. And one of the newest things that they both launched is our business room concept.
Well, Tom, these are geared more towards travelers. What about for us in the local market? What do you have for us?
Well, what we've started some months back is a Weekend Dream promotion. The Weekend Dream promotion runs on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights. And for 2,999 pesos, local residents can check into the Intercontinental Hotel and make use of our facilities, as well as things like the swimming pool and the gym, and have a buffet breakfast for 2 the next day.
I see. And the Traffic Buster?
Yeah, the Traffic Buster is another promotion that we're doing, keyed directly towards businessmen in the Makati area. So if you've spent all day long in the office and it gets a little late, or if you have a party, rather than driving home in the traffic, you can check into the Intercontinental anytime after 6 p.m. at night and check out the next day in the morning, and that's for 3,500 pesos.
Oh, that's great. Well, you guys out there, stay tuned and find out how you can win an overnight stay at the Hotel Intercontinental Manila.
That's right.
You're back with us here on Living in Paradise, and still with me is Tom Meyer of Hotel Intercontinental Manila. You are watching the Lucky Viewer portion, and Tom has that question for our lucky viewer.
Thanks. Tonight's question for the viewer is, can you name the newest refurbished rooms that we've launched in the Intercontinental? We're talking about the rooms with special workstations and amenities for today's laptop computer travel. Please send your entries to RPN 9, Living in Paradise, care of 178 Salcedo Street, Legazpi Village in Makati City. Now keep watching Living in Paradise as we take you to one of our other exquisite hotels, this time in Sydney, where we're featuring the next edition of Living in Paradise.
It stands on top the hill of the Myeongdong Street. It is the birthplace of Roman Catholicism in Korea. Built in 1898, it is the first and best example of Neogothic architecture in Korea. Hi, we're at the Philippine Airlines offices here in Korea, in Seoul, and with me is Mr. Bong Velasquez, Country Manager for Philippine Airlines. Hi, Bong.
Hi, Cathy.
And welcome to Living in Paradise. Bong, tell us about Philippine Airlines here in Korea.
Well, Philippine Airlines here in Korea is one of the biggest in terms of branches. We have 7 offices nationwide. We have 3 in Seoul, we have 1 in Busan, 1 in Daejeon, 1 in Gwangju, and 1 in Daegu.
When is the best time for Filipinos to come over here?
The best time will be now, during fall season,
right?
fall and spring, because during fall you can see really the beautiful mountainside of Korea. You'll see the leaves turn from green to orange, yellow, and red.
What are the amenities and services you offer?
On board the flight, we have interpreters who can guide you and show you around. Once upon arrival in Seoul, we have ground staff who can attend to your needs. They can show you around, direct you to where to take the transportation to the downtown.
Are there any ongoing promos?
Ongoing promotions like golf tour packages, shopping packages. You can probably ask the major travel agents in Manila to guide you for this.
Would you like to invite our kababayans to take Philippine Airlines?
So pag pupunta kayo dito, take Philippine Airlines because we know you best at aalagaan namin kayo.
Toksogung Palace is dotted with many commanding structures like the main gate, the audience room or the throne room, and the first ever Renaissance building in Korea. The Triangle Palace is a huge complex with many buildings built within a walled city built in 1404. Kings from the Joseon dynasty governed and lived in this palace. For soon-to-be-wed Korean couples, it is customary for their photographs to be taken before the day of their wedding at one of the many palaces here in Seoul, Korea. And then that photograph is saved as a memento of this big day. Newlywed Korean couples on their way to the Philippines for their honeymoon, making up 90% of the passengers on tonight's flight. Let's talk to some of them. What's your name? 최성수.
전경일.
Why did you choose October to get married? Is there a special meaning to this month?
October is a nice season to get married. And yesterday and today is a lucky day in Korea. That's why they got married yesterday.
Why are you going to the Philippines?
전 섬 바다를 너무 좋아하고요. 필리핀은 아름다운 섬이 많은 나라잖아요. 그래서 가고 싶었어요. 그래서 가는 거예요.
She likes beach. Philippines has many nice beach. That's why they decided to go Philippines for honeymoon.
How about inviting Filipinos to go visit Korea?
Filipinos, come to Korea. Welcome to Korea.
Living in Paradise. The special was brought to you in part by Philippine Airlines, LG, Hotel Intercontinental, and Philippine Star in cooperation with the Korea National Tourism Organization and the Embassy of Korea.